and I'm welcoming you to our YouTube live. Okay, I'm waiting for a few minutes for a few people to join us and then we'll get started. Okay, you're welcome. I am a business coach. I focus on the fashion industry, working with fashion entrepreneurs to help them grow their businesses. Helping them do 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures in their fashion businesses. Okay, so this is my first foray into YouTube Lives as a platform for reaching many people with the message of the business of fashion and how you can build a profitable fashion business. Okay, I hope you are having a good time whilst you are here. Okay, so I can see a few people are here already. I want to say thank you, Madam Simstress. Good to see you here live in our live class. Thank you for making our time. So please do me a favor. Once you join us, why don't you use the comments, to indicate your where you're joining from. So let's know your name and where you're joining from. Hope you don't mind sharing where you are right now. Okay. So would appreciate you introducing yourself in the comments so that we can keep track of the conversation. Okay, so today I am going to be talking about an interesting topic which is important to moving your business to the new level in the new year. Okay, I mean 2023 is already at an end, so it's best you start planning for 2024 now. And one area to focus on when you're planning for the new year is your pricing. And the reason for your pricing being an important place to focus on is that the profit you are yearning for is embedded in the price at which you sell your products. So if your pricing is poor, it definitely means that your profits will drop. And remember, part of the reason why we're in business is to solve problems and make profits. Okay, solve problems for your target audience and in return earn a decent profit. Yeah, I mean, there's no point in doing business and not making headway. You've got to do business and prosper at what you do. So as you join us, I would appreciate if you can let us know, in the comments where you are joining from. This is my first YouTube live and promises to be great experience going forward. I will be doing this, every Friday, 3 Fridays in a month, and the fourth Friday will be an online party. Yeah, that will be hosted live on Telegram. Okay, but for the first 3 Fridays in the month, it will be live on YouTube. With me, let's talk about the business of fashion. Let's talk about taking your business to the next level. Let's talk about growing your enterprise. My vision as a fashion business coach as well as a fashion business consultant is to raise local brands that are selling globally. That's the vision I'm pushing right now. For every man, every woman who is into personal branding and who is an entrepreneur, you get to a point where you need to reinvent yourself from time to time. So for me, I'm reinventing myself as the fashion entrepreneur's guide to earning 7 figures monthly, 8 figures monthly, 9 figures per annum. And for such to be possible, there are new things that need to be learned. There are new skills that need to be, cultivated. There are new opportunities to pursue. There are new dreams to be had. So for me, I realized that I need to reinvent myself to that person that has the answers for the people that dream of going to the next level. So I'm based in Nigeria. For those of us that may be watching, from outside of Nigeria, by the way, let's know in the comments where you are, where you are watching from. Thank you. So I'm based in Nigeria, and I understand that we're in a tough time right now within the economy of Nigeria. However, there are great opportunities that are opening up to those of us that can explore beyond Nigeria, That is those of us that can get clients, from outside of Nigeria. The exchange rate would definitely benefit such persons. So doing 8 figures will not be a difficulty. I can see a good number of people here. Okay, Easy BD, thank you for joining us. Madam Simstress, thank you for joining us. Oh, Giwa Yusra, it's a pleasure to see you here, ma'am. So this is YouTube your YouTube name, okay? Easy BD, I like that. That's beautiful. Thank you for joining us live, okay? So, like I was saying, right, um, I've come to learn that it is possible for you to be in a local economy like Nigeria and then be selling globally, earning in foreign currency, and the exchange rate being to your advantage. So that's part of the reason why I've decided I will be doing this going forward. Okay, for the next 1 year, let's get together to talk about the business of fashion. Let's talk about how to scale your business and take it to the next level. So, for today, I will be focusing on pricing your business to the next level. So, I'll recap: pricing your business to the next level. That is what we'll be looking at today. And for that, I mean how you can work on your pricing and be profitable in your business so that the profits that you generate can help you to move your business to the next level that you aspire to. That is why we are here. I've got a couple of points that I want to share with us, okay? And I believe that it's going to be a learning curve. I mean, a great learning curve for those of us that are here. Do me a little favor, please. Kindly share this video, to WhatsApp, to Telegram, to your friends via SMS. I mean, get the word out. Let's help fellow fashion entrepreneurs to leverage this platform. Okay, so I will be looking at pricing from the perspective of those of established entrepreneurs, and I'd also be looking at it from the perspective of people that are just starting. Okay, and then we'll be long here. Okay, max an hour or an hour 20 minutes thereabout, okay, so that I can take on questions in case you've got them. So I've written some points here that I figure like would be useful to us. First and foremost, let me ask, okay, for those of us that are here with me right now, do you like the pricing that you are working with right now for your products? Do you like the price that you sell your products currently? Please let me know in the comments, okay? Let me know in the comments. I mean, let's make it an engaging and interactive session. Remember, this is my first foray into YouTube lives, okay? So what that means is it is a learning curve. I will be learning as much as you are also learning from me. I will get better over time. So let me know in the comments, please. Are you happy with the prices at which you are currently selling your product? Are you? Let me know. Now, aside from that, I would like to know also, where do you desire your pricing to get to? Oh, thank you. EasyBD says that yes, but I still love to know a better strategy. Okay, Madam Seamstress says some items are priced well, but of course, more profit is desired. Okay, awesome, awesome. I like that. Now, you guys have done well with the first question I've asked you, which has to do with how comfortable you are with your existing pricing regime in your business. And I'm happy to hear that for some of you, the pricing that you're running with, they are okay for some of your products. More profits is desired. Okay, good one, good one. I hope you have helped us to share this live video. Please do me that little favor. Let me share this live video. Okay, we need more people to come and learn. Okay, fine. Now, apart from learning that your pricing right is okay for the products you're selling now, have you at any point thought about increasing your prices? Can you please let me know in the comments? Have you at any point thought about increasing your prices? Have you figured like, oh, if I increase my prices, then it means that I'll be able to make more profit? Okay, so I'm seeing an answer. Someone said yes. Okay, so now if you have thought about increasing your prices, right? If you have ever thought about increasing your prices, I would like to know, have you done that? Have you tried it? If you have tried it, can you tell us the experience? What has been the experience with your existing customers when you increased your prices? Now, what has been your experience with new customers when you increased your prices? Can you please share with me in the comments? Remember, I like my sessions to be interactive. For those of us that are familiar with me on Telegram, where we used to hold these kind of classes live, I'll turn on the microphone and tell you guys, pitch in and let's hear you. So here on YouTube, I'm going to be leveraging more of the comment section. So I'm seeing here some items here, but she has complained. Okay, Madam Sipster says for some items she's increased the prices, but she here complaints, from old customers. Okay, what about your new customers? What's been the experience with your new customers? What has been your experience with your new customers? Man, this place is lit up. Thank you so much for your interactive, responses. Madam Seamstress, you're blowing this place up. I love that. And Easy BD, you're doing a wonderful job. Those of us that are just joining us, my name is Laurie Curtis, and I'm talking about pricing your business to the next level, okay? We don't want you to price your business into obscurity. We want you to price your business to the next level of prosperity. That is the essence of this conversation. Okay, so from what I'm reading here, Madam Sister says she also believes sales volume will decline naturally. Sales volume will decline with old customers. Okay, so Giver says yes, she did. Some complained while some understood. Okay, fine. Now, so far so good. If you notice, the questions I've asked are bordered around increasing your prices and what the reactions of your existing customers have been. I would like to know what have been the reactions of new customers, if at all you've had any new customer. Okay, in recent times, if you had any new customer whom you told the new prices at which you're selling your product, which means they are not aware of old prices, what has been the experience like? Could you please share with me? I'd like to know. So I like this feedback approach. Don't worry, we would have sessions where I will just be reading out the points, turn on screen sharing feature and whatnot. But for today, right, it's going to be interaction so that I can understand where the issue is, pinching you, and then I can tailor my presentation to your situation and help you make better decisions, okay, that would impact positively on your business. Okay, so I'm seeing some answers here again. EasyBD says I've not had new customers lately. Okay, so which means that answer, you don't need to answer that aspect. Okay, Madam Sister says new customers wants to negotiate it down. Okay, now it's getting interesting. It's getting a lot interesting now. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at the comment really. Okay, some don't complain. Excellent. I like that. So which means that one of the points that I have here, right, to share with you, you guys have already, given me the direction in which to share them. Okay, so this is the point I would like you to please take note of. It's not a bad idea to increase your pricing, especially when you consider the prevailing economy situations. Okay, the things that are going on in your economy. There's no problem with increasing your pricing. However, in the course of increasing your pricing, your prices, you should avoid um, alienating your existing customers. What I mean by that is you should avoid a situation where your new prices will chase off your old customers. Okay? Yeah, increasing your prices work perfectly with new customers. Reason simply is that they don't have any prior knowledge, you know, of your previous pricing. So what I've said is don't alienate your existing customers with your new pricing. That's the first point I raised. And the addition to that point is that new prices work perfectly for new customers rather. You remember that story in the Bible where Jesus said that you don't pour new wine into old wineskin. He said instead you should pour new wine into new wineskin. What that means is because of the raw nature of new wine, wine that has been freshly made, it is very it is very potent. So pouring it into an old wine skin will bust the old wine skin. It will tear it apart. Okay. Rather than pouring new wine into old wine skin, why don't you pour it into new wine skin so they can age together? So what that means is, when you look at it from the pricing perspective, right? Once you got new pricings, they are best suited to people that are just experiencing your brand for the first time. But if you go with new price for old customers, then you are going to have friction. Now, when I said don't alienate, right? What I was trying to pass across is this. In some instances, or in most instances, when you want to announce new prices to old customers, do it gradually. Don't rush at it. Reason is this: you may not be getting influx of new customers like you would get business from old customers. What I'm trying to find across is, like, it is more difficult to get new customers. Okay, it is more difficult to get new customers, which means there's a whole lot of work that will be done for you to get new customers. However, the old customers, you don't want to lose them all in the name of trying to up your pricing game. Okay, and I'm so happy about what I just read now. Madam Simstress says gradually increase is exactly what they did. Beautiful, and I love that. I love that. Okay, yeah, and Vera says it is easier with the new customers because they are not aware of the old prices. The only thing is that they could complain if your price is quite high. Exactly, and that leaves room for bargaining, leaves room for negotiations. However, the good news is that at the end of the day, right, they will not be paying your whole price, even if you give them a discount or what have you. Okay, so like Madam Simstress has already validated, please, if you have existing customers, no matter the volume of sales that they generate for you, okay, maybe they are frequent buyers or once in a while buyers, the honest truth is, don't go for you know automatic increase in your prices, as in high increase of your prices. Let it be a graduated process. And if you want to maintain your customers as in retaining them, right, send out messages. If you've got to call them, delegate someone to do calls with your customers to inform them that there is a new price regime, there's a price increase, and then give them some logical reason, okay, for having the increase. Oh, it could be because of how things have become expensive, your raw materials and what have you. Just have an excuse that is believable. Okay, when you talk to your customers, then let them know that we appreciate you. We appreciate your patronage because your support for our business is what is helping us to thrive. So we can't just dump this new pricing on you. So we're thinking of giving you a softer landing. So rather than pay the exact new price, you can pay this lower rate. Now, the lower rate you're giving to them is above the old price, and it's midway between the old price and the new price. If you go this route, what would happen is that you would trigger their emotions, right? You would trigger their emotions to appreciate you, that you really care about them, you are concerned about them, you're not just after money alone. Okay, whereas while you do that price increase, right, while you reach out to your existing customers to do this customer retention thingy I just explained, you now double your efforts in marketing to get new customers, so that the new customers are the ones who practice the new prices on. That's how you do it to scale your business gradually. I hope there's someone doing it already, right? I know Madam Simstress is doing that. Is anybody here that is doing that already in the business? If you're just listening to us, we're talking about pricing your business to the next level, okay? And we are looking at the situation where you have to increase your prices, because many people figure like, oh, increasing my prices, why we make more profit. No, it wouldn't work like that. Now, let me give you another scenario, okay? Where increasing your pricing kind of works. If you're selling luxury products, if you are selling luxury products, it's a lot easier for you to increase your prices, okay? If you are selling luxury product, because luxury product by default is expected to be expensive. I mean, that's the thinking, like, oh, it's going to be expensive. That's why it's luxury. In fact, it's like a hard on for some people. People that love luxury, where the more expensive it is, the more they believe it is original. Whereas that does not matter really, because luxury products are just the product of price fixing, in terms of you determining what value you want to place on your products. Okay, though naturally it has to be of good quality and whatnot. So that being said, I would like to ask again in the comments. Please let me know in the comments, okay? If you already follow this approach I've shared with you. If you don't follow it currently, do let me know. Is this something you're going to put to work in your business? Do let me know in the comments, and let's carry on. Okay, so while that is all, what is ongoing, please feel free to help us share, okay, so other people can experience this particular live video we are having now. Okay, yeah, I'd appreciate if you can share, help share, so we can get more fashion entrepreneurs to come and learn, about pricing and taking their business to the next level. Okay, one more point I have here that I want to mention, because I have my notes in front of me, is that higher prices don't necessarily mean good profits. Okay, higher prices don't necessarily mean good profit. It doesn't necessarily mean higher profits. You think that increase your pricing does not mean it will bring you more profits. And this plays a lot in the ready to wear space. Okay, Vera says that she does that, right? Gradually increasing of her prices while to our old, for our old customers, while calling it new prices for new customers. Awesome. Okay, Easy BD said she's tried that before. Did it work well? If it worked well, please kindly share in the comments so we can learn. Now, remember, guys, I'm not the only teacher here. You are also teaching. So we are teaching together. Imagine people that come in to watch this video after we've done, we're done with this live streaming. They would be learning from the comments. When I watch YouTube videos, I go to the comments, and in the comments, right, I learn a whole lot. So thank you so much for participating and sharing your view. Vero, thank you. Madam Simstress, thank you. Easy Beauty, thank you. I appreciate you guys. God bless you. So the other point I want you to know is this: higher prices don't necessarily mean good profits. Please, what do you understand by what I just said? Could you please share with me in the comment? Or is it busy said she tried it before and it worked? Okay, fine. And please keep practicing it, because like I tell people, right, business principles are the same across board, regardless of the industry you're in. But application is what now differs, right? The way you apply it in your own industry may be different from the way I apply in my own industry. Okay, but the principles are the same. Okay, good. Thank you so much for that feedback. So guys, higher prices don't necessarily mean good profits. What do you think about that? I mean, oh, Madam Simpstress says, that's interesting. Oh, Giro Satorio, how are you? Thank you for making our time to be here. I appreciate that. I mean, you're going to learn a lot tonight, okay? Vera says that it means that there is no guarantee that an expensive product is the best. Thank you. That's a good way of looking at it. There is no guarantee that an expensive product is the best. Yes. And then there's no guarantee that an expensive product will bring higher profits for the seller. Okay, yeah, ECBD says higher pricing doesn't mean one would make much profit, but reasonable increase can increase sales and aid profit. Thank you. You guys are really digging it tonight, and I'm so loving it. Thank you guys. Yes, you're right about that. Okay, yeah. So the thing is this: When we think about the concept of higher pricing, right, it has to follow one principle that I wrote here in my notes, and that is that you ensure that your pricing fits your customers. Okay? If you're thinking of increasing your prices, then be sure that the customers that you want to increase your prices for, right, the prices at which you're selling must be something that fits their pocket size. That is the rule. Okay? Now, the only exception to this rule is when you find yourself, right, dealing with customers that what you're selling is a must have. I mean, when it is a must have that they can't do without, then increasing your prices, right, will do what? uh bring you a lot of profit, because you know it's a must have, and they will go all out to get it. Now there are so many reasons why people buy, but please don't ever think that people buy because of logic. People don't think rationally when they are buying things. We all buy based on emotion. We can buy based on the emotion of fear. Maybe there's something we are fearing, that if you don't get this product, this is going to happen to me. Okay, you could buy based on lust, you could buy based on addiction. Okay, these are emotions, right? You could buy based on hope, like, oh, if I get this, it would likely help me to look better or to get a bigger opportunity. We all buy based on emotions. Then we try to explain away our decision to look logical, to look rational to people. Okay? That's why when you go to market, when you go out shopping, you have a list of things you want to buy, but you find yourself coming home with the things you did not list that you will buy. Has it happened to you before? Have you ever been in that situation? Don't tell me you've never been in that situation. All of us are in that situation. Please let me know in the comments. Okay, have you been in such situations where you have a list? You created a list that you went shopping with, but the moment you stepped into the market, into the shopping mall, and you opened your eyes, aha, you don't know how you end up buying more than what you planned for. It happens to the best of us. I saw a post on Facebook recently. It was a funny post where the guy was, Madam Sister says she's too embarrassed to reply. I got you there. I got you there. Don't worry. We are all in the same boat, okay? The only time that our senses kick in is when we have a tight budget and we know we don't have loose change. Then we start prioritizing, that's the only time you find reasoning coming in. But beyond that, forget it, like they say. Okay? So I saw this post on Facebook, and on that post, the interesting thing was that the guy was saying, we already have big screen TVs at home. Walmart don't give us 80% discount on big screen TVs and electronics. Give us discount on grocery. That is what we want on Black Friday. And I laughed at that joke, because what it means is this: we have big TVs, we have, I mean, electronics, we have iPads, we have Xbox, we have everything, all the gadgets. But the essential thing to living, food, if you give us big discount, we'll close out your Walmart store. We'll clear out everything. And then I thought about it, and then it dawned on me that even these chain stores that are running Black Friday sales, they know the product they should never dare to put a huge discount on. Food. Imagine a store like Walmart, ShopRite, in Nigeria here, Jendor, Just Right, and the likes. Imagine them doing Black Friday 80% discount. People will shop them out and will not go shopping for the next 2 months or so. That kind of thing. So It's only when you have something that is someone is laughing there to name me here, right? It's only when you have essential products. If what you're selling is a must have, okay, then you can play that ball. Okay, you can play that ball. Yeah, but simply the same marketing strategy. Exactly. So which means that it's not every marketing strategy we should apply. So it's not every time we should increase our prices, all in the name of like, oh, increasing your prices will make you more money. Now, so please, if you got to increase your price, right, the price of your product for anything, you should ensure that the new price at which you are selling, the audience you are selling to, right, they have the pocket, size, the wallet size to afford it. That's the truth. Okay, and nothing but the truth. So if you want to increase your product from say 20K to 60K because you feel like, oh, I ought to charge more, then the question is, the people that you currently are serving, if you increase your pricing, will they be able to afford it? And then there's another thing I need to ask you. Okay, it's more or less like a litmus test for pricing, and it is this: do you really have to increase your prices if you are making good profit? Okay, do you necessarily have to increase your prices if you are making good profit? Please let me know in the comments. What are your thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about that? Do you necessarily have to increase your prices if you are making good profit? Because there's something I've come to learn which is afflicting many entrepreneurs, especially in the small business space. This I'm trying to find the word, infatuation. Yeah, infatuation with increasing prices. Okay, yeah, and you feel like, oh, I have to increase my prices. Now you can increase your prices, right, based on the fact that raw materials have become more expensive. The price of raw materials have increased. Naturally, we need to increase our prices, but at the same time, if you got to increase the prices, does it mean that the price has to be astronomically high? No. So you need to ensure that balance. Please, there is that need for check and balance. Remember, your friends and family, they are not your customers. Even if your friends and family are within your target audience, chances are there will be this entitlement mentality that they got to have it cheaper when they come to you. Okay, now friends and family don't build businesses. It is customers that build businesses. And for you to have customers, it has to mean that your target audience, the people within your target audience that are paying you, they've seen value in you. They've seen you as their go-to person for that kind of product you sell, and they would exclude any other person that shows interest in what you are selling, but would prefer to come to you alone. If you found yourself in this kind of situation, right, then you should understand that customers are very essential to your business prosperity, to your business's prosperity, rather. Okay? So, that being said, ensure there is a balance between the prices at which you are selling, even though you're increasing your prices, right? There's a balance between the price and the pocket size of the target audience. Look at my fingers, my hands, right? They have the same build, they have the same size, right? So these on the one hand are your customers, and this other hand is your new price. Ensure that they match. Okay, any mismatch and you are losing money and you are losing customers. Okay, it has to match. How do you do that? Well, the honest truth is this: you should make a list of some of your customers that you can reach out to and talk to them about your proposed price increase. It is part of market research. I mean, the big corporations, they run surveys, they conduct surveys, right? They reach out to find out what the market is saying. At your own small business level, you should also be doing the same. Don't just wake up like you are high on dope and then shoot up your prices because you say the economy is affecting you and whatnot. No, don't just do that. Are you with me? Please let me know if you're still following me. Let me know if you're still following and if the points I'm making, they make they are you're connecting with them. Okay. So, like I was saying earlier, right? When it comes to your pricing, right? You want to increase your pricing. Now, you should understand that your target audience, they're involved, right? The people that are selling to. So talk to your existing customers. Yes. Get on the phone and have a conversation with those customers that pay you well. Please, those customers that like you, those customers that pay you well, those customers that don't give you trouble, okay? Talk to them about your pricing. Reason why I'm saying you should talk to them is that you desire to have more of them. You desire to acquire more of those kind of customers, not the troublesome customers. Because if you get on the phone to talk to a customer that's giving you trouble, I'm wondering why you should even do that in the first place. Well, this is not a customer service class. Maybe we'll get to it, another YouTube live where we talk about customer service, right? I could not talk about, but for now, why should you get on the phone talking to a customer that gives you trouble? You should already have tried to resolve any situation that causes them to give you trouble. Okay, resolve those situations, but then make it a point not to have a dealing with that kind of customer all the time, for your sanity, for your sanity. Okay, so talk to those customers that make you happy, those customers that are happy with you, those customers that love you, advise you, those customers that refer you to others. Yes, you need to talk to them. Then those customers that don't give you trouble, that pay you well, talk to them, let them know. Remember, do not forget, you are in business to provide solution to people's problem. You're solving problems. Now you're wondering, oh, I'm a fashion entrepreneur, I'm a fashion designer, I'm a tailor. What solution am I offering? What solution? You are helping people to look the way they want to be addressed. That is a big solution you're solving. You are helping people to live their fantasy in terms of how they want the world to look at them. I hope you know that the new job description of fashion entrepreneurs is what? Image consultants. So if you are in the clothing business, right, you are an image consultant by default. I just had to write that. Okay, that's the new job description. Okay, let me write that down. It's not in my notes, it just came up and I thought like it's a good pun, it's a good pun, really. So if you're a fashion designer, you're a tailor, you're a fashion entrepreneur that is into clothing business, you are in the business of image consulting. You are helping people to look the best part. You are helping a broke man to look like a rich man. You are helping a rich man to look modest. You are helping the young man that wants to get hitched with Mrs. Right, to look attractive. You are helping that lady who is shy but is good at what she does and she needs a promotion and a pay raise to get the attention of management. You are helping that lady that likes to be the center of attention at any event or gathering she's in, especially parties. You are helping her to catch the attention. You are helping the bride to look the best on a big day. You are solving a problem. Can you see how it works? You are image consultants. Now, the thing is this, for those of you that are into bespoke tailoring, what I've always maintained when I talk to bespoke tailors is that the price at which you sell your clothing, the price at which you charge your customers, for sewing clothes for them, is not based on the type of clothing you're making for them. It is not based on the design, because anybody can make that kind of clothing for them. Your price is based on the image you want to help them project. That's it. if you can see it from this perspective, your pricing game will change. I mean, we are now getting into the groove, and now we're almost done. Jeez, and I've not even covered most of the class. Whoops! But don't worry, we're getting there, guys. Please let me know what you're learning so far in the comments. Please let me know what you've been learning so far in the comments. Gilro Satoru says we are image consultants. Exactly. Madam Simstress is clapping for me. I'm blushing. I forgot to set up my ring light, behind the camera. Okay, so it's not making my face to pop. Though. Don't worry. Okay, this mixed match of complexion, right? Like the color I had on my face, right? It's part of my makeup. Don't worry, we get better, with our weekly YouTube lives. So please let me know in the comment what you've been learning so far. Let me know what you've been learning so far. Okay. For someone like me, if I pour out more, understanding will come to me so I can pour out. I'm a conduit of knowledge. Okay. ECBD says you are doing well. Thank you so much, my dear. You are doing well. I can see the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Every thumb up that you are giving to this video, right, is helping this video to rank on YouTube algorithm. I hope you know. Yeah, because YouTube will regard it as a very enjoyable video for people to have even giving thumbs up. So please don't be shy with thumbing up the video. Okay, thank you, please, I'd appreciate that. So you can thumb up the video. I think the thumb up will be displayed somewhere on the screen. Oh, you want to give thousands of thumbs up? Then I would very much appreciate that. Really, I'm learning the game of YouTube too. Okay, so I'm looking at the comments here. Madam Simstress says pricing is based on the image we want to portray. Yeah, now, Madam Simstress, please let's put an edit on this statement. Pricing is based on the image you want to help your customers to portray. Okay, the customer, you want to help them portray that particular image. So pricing, right, is based on that image you want to help them portray. Okay, I mean, this senator outfit I'm wearing right now is made by my friend and client, the Bespoke Royal. They sell this for 120,000. This outfit I'm wearing. For someone else, right, they may charge this at 50K. But for TBR, they're saying this is our value. I mean, we still had a meeting, was it not 2 days ago? And he told me, hey, Lauye, we need to up our price because of this high net worth men that we are targeting. Because the more they see us like highly priced, the more they are amenable to buying from us. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And we make it happen. And then there are some strategies we're cooking up to make that, a reality. Okay. So guys, you can see I work with different types of fashion entrepreneurs, right? Those that are doing 200 million, 300 million a year, and those that are doing 5 million a year. Okay, helping everybody to move from where they are to where they want. So in case you may want me to work with you to grow your business, you can hit me up on WhatsApp. So let me drop my number. Someone should please help me drop my number. Okay, somebody please help me drop my number on the on the video chat. My number, WhatsApp number is 090 I mean, I tell you what, when we share this video after it's been uploaded, because I'm definitely gonna upload it, and people come in to watch, this whole place will blow up. Because people are like, wow, there's a ton of knowledge, wisdom, information to garner in the comments. Okay, yeah. So I'm actually enjoying the comments, right? So Nedizo Abugu says this image consultancy is on point. We'll add it to my bio. Thank you. Please, everybody here, go drop it on your bio. Okay, make a note to put them on your bio. Exactly. I'm glad that we're picking these vibes. Okay. Yeah, Madam Simstress has done the edit. Yeah, pricing is based on the image we help our customers to portray. Thank you. I mean, I remember back in 2017 when I started working with fashion entrepreneurs proper, to change their game in terms of pricing. This is one of the things I taught them, and I was able to help some of them move from charging 10,000 naira to charging 100,000 naira without blinking an eye, and they are doing very well presently. So I'm going to give us some examples, okay, here to mix things together. Okay, so guys, What I've shared, the last point I shared is that you should ensure that your pricing fits your customers, so that when you charge higher, you can guarantee consistent profit. Okay, that's how it works. So talk to your existing customers, tell them about the new price you want to work at, right? The new prices you're looking at increasing to. I mean, when I say talk, you don't have to talk to every of your customers, just talk with a few. Now the beautiful thing about it is that when you do that, they would feel valued. They will feel highly valued to have been, considered for advice. And you know what? Advice is free. However, the image that it will give you is not free. What I mean is this: the positive PR, okay, that you would generate, public relation image that you would generate from being considered a customer centric business, it's invaluable. Money can't buy it. Please don't sweat it. Money can't buy it. I'm looking at the comments here. Let me just read some of them, bro. Right. Nala says image consultancy with the price. Exactly. Now, Giro Satoria says pricing is based on the image you want to help your customers to portray, and it's also based on the type of customers you are serving. Yes. So, which means that the kind of customers you are serving should fit with the price that you want to, charge, especially when you are thinking of increasing the price. Okay. Now, somebody should help me out, right? I don't want to miss out. In the comments, help me type my WhatsApp number, so that anybody who wants to talk to me aside from this platform, can feel free to reach out. So the number is 09095859489. That's my number. So Laoye Curtis number. Okay. So that being said, I've already covered 2 points in one, right? That higher prices don't necessarily mean what? Higher profits. They don't necessarily mean good profit. No, they don't. They don't. So let me quickly tell you this story part of it. When it comes to ready to wear, for instance, right? You could be selling your product at a knockdown price while your profit is through the roof. Yes, it happens a lot. If you know that the kind of ready to wear dresses you want to make, you want to sell, right, are the type that are in high demand, that a lot of people are interested in, and then you tend to produce them and prices that are very affordable, right? Say for example, I've seen some ready to wear. I mean, I had a story. One of this wonderful lady, Adama Igbo, right, in Kaduna, that made 1.2 million from selling about I think it was about 400 kimonos for just how much? 400 kimonos for just 3,000 naira or so. And then she made it at a knockdown price of 1,000 to 1,200. And she was making a profit of 1,500 to 1,800. Yeah. It was mind blowing. So, which meant that for the 1.2 million she made in revenue, she had already generated at least 600,000 as profit, at least as profit. Okay, so if you're considering going to ready to wear place, right, you shouldn't be going to ready to wear where you have to be producing at expensive rates. Now look at products that you realize that the cost implication, the things that you need to impute, right, to making it is not high, and then you can cash out from there, then scale up and whatever. Sorry, this is not a bespoke ready to wear. This is a ready to wear class. Later is a bespoke class, just a pricing class. Okay, we would have other YouTube lives where we'll talk about bespoke tailoring business, where we'll talk about ready to wear business. Okay, I hope you are going to be part of that when I announce them. Okay, so that being said, one of the points that I've written here is this that I believe will be very useful to you. It's called, this is the point: look to your best sellers and how you can reach new customers. Okay, look to your best sellers and how you can reach out to new customers. So if you want to take your pricing game to the next level, you don't necessarily have to increase your prices astronomically. Now you can work on your pricing, right? with what you have, or maybe marginal increase, like I've explained it earlier, right? And you look for new territories, new places to get new customers to bring in. Because for some of us listening to me right now, for some of your product, not all of your product, but for some of your products, the prices at which you are presently selling is great, is bringing you profit. So please take note of this other point quickly. When it comes to your pricing, the pricing ratio to the cost of production ratio, please try and ensure that it is at best 50-50. What that means is this: if you're selling a product for 20,000 naira, for example, don't let the cost of producing it to be more than 10,000. Now, when you are producing for something at 10,000 and you're selling at 20,000, that's a 200% increase, right? In your pricing, and which guarantees you half of that money as your own, because whatever you put in into producing any product that you make, right, even if it is bespoke tailoring or ready to wear that you do, whatever cost that goes into producing that particular product is not your money. That money belongs to someone else. It belongs to the people you buy your sewing supplies from. It belongs to the fabric dealer you bought from. It belongs to the people you pay for workmanship, to sew those outfits. It belongs to the people that you pay for the packaging. So can you see? Even though you're selling for 20k and then you sell, say for example, 100 units, that's 2 million naira, and you're happy. Oh, I made a lot of money. But the truth is this: how much of that money is actually yours? Very few. So if your cost ratio to the profit is more than 50-50, what that simply means is that you are working for other people. That's what it means. You are working for other people. It simply means that you are a bank for other people. You are a bank for the fabric seller. You're a bank for the packaging maker. You're a bank for the label maker. You're a bank for the tailors you hire. And you'll be wondering, where is the money at? Where did money go? Okay? So always ensure at least 50-50 ratio. Okay? Thank you so much, Madam Simtress. You captured the point. Yeah, while I was looking for the points in the air, you picked it. Cost to profit ratio should be 50-50. The cost price belongs to your vendors. Thank you. Thank you. That's what it is. Now, one thing I've learned is, as you're going into the new year, you can work at reducing your costs so that without increasing your price, your profit is increasing. Did you capture that? Please help me capture that in the comments, okay? You can actually work around reducing your costs so that you don't necessarily have to increase your pricing, and yet you still make good profits. You should work on that, please. You should work on that, please. Okay? You should work on that. Yes. Now I'm almost done, okay? I'm almost done. You should work on that. Now, reason why I'm saying you should do these things is that increasing your prices don't necessarily guarantee a future for your business. In fact, it usually leads to reaction rather than response from your customers. Remember this cardinal rule: getting new customers is tough business. Okay? Getting new customers is tough business. Maintaining your old customers is less troublesome than looking for new customers. That is a fundamental rule anywhere. One of my clients that I consult for, we spent 300,000 running paid ads. just so his brand can sell their kaftans for 150,000. No sale, no sale. We had a meeting, some days back, and during the meeting, we looked at what worked, what didn't work. And he told me that the money didn't go to waste because from the marketing effort that was put in, I'm talking about 300K down the drain running paid ads, we discovered that his target audience, the ones that we were capturing anyways from online, they were willing to buy at 30K, 50K, 70K for kaftans, ready to wear, to be precise. So that's the price range they were willing to pay. Whereas his own product is bespoke, okay, bespoke. Now, and they sell around 150,000. And he said that feedback shows that it needs to go to the drawing board and kickstart the ready to wear arm of his business. So even though 300,000 spent in trying to get customers that could pay 150K did not generate any customer, on the flip side, it revealed a potential market that he was not paying attention to before. I hope you learned from what I just shared, because the best way to learn is to learn from other people's mistakes, from other people's experiences. Okay, how many people have 300,000 naira to blow, to run ads just to find out that, oh, it's something else they should be selling? Okay, so I hope you learned from there. Now, that's not the only lesson learned. Another lesson that was learned, which was confirmed, is that if you want to sell within the Nigerian space clothing of over 100,000 per unit, that means one product, one dress, one outfit, 100K and above, for those of you that are considering luxury, you are not likely to get your customers on Facebook and Instagram. It is because we have run ads to target people that travel abroad, that use expensive phones, that like to party, that have interest akin to what high net worth individuals, right, are looking for. Now, the brand that we ran this campaign for, that we had a meeting with, while the adverts were not converting, they were getting tons of customers via referrals. Oh, there's a big man that knows another big man that's introducing the big man to the brand, and that one likes the service and is introducing to other people. And then we went back to the drawing board, and I told them the second strategy we're supposed to use for their own brand is to do referral marketing. So as it is right now, as I'm talking to you, I have a document, from their team based on the conversation we've had, right, to segment their existing customers into 3 cadres. One cadre is to contain the contacts of those customers that happily gave them referrals without them even asking. Another cadre, those that like to be given discounts, that like discounts, and another cadre, those that don't like to be disturbed. Now, for each cadre of these people, I am going to work with their team to come up with irresistible offers that will make everybody to refer at least 3 of their friends to this brand. They have a database of about 200 customers spread across 15 African countries. Can you see? Now, we want to come up with a strategy to get each of these customers to refer at least 3 people within their network to them. Now, this will cost only phone calls. It will cost only WhatsApp messages. It will cost in some situation video calls, in some situation visits, and boom, the results are showing without running paid ads. Now, that's why I said higher prices do not necessarily guarantee higher profit. And that's why I said ensure that your pricing fits your customers. So what that means is that his existing customers that buy their kaftans at 200,000, 150,000 have friends that will gladly pay the amount if they receive proper introduction. This is why I tell people, don't worship social media too much when it comes to selling. Okay, Don't worship Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, LinkedIn ads, and all of that. No. At best, ads are opportunities for you to reach more people that you would not have been able to do on your own if you were to head out the door. Okay? Now that's another conversation for another day. Can you see, guys, that there's a whole lot that we have to talk about for the next 52 weeks, right? By the way, we've clocked 1 hour and I want us to celebrate. Thank you, guys. Thank you for still being here. Had 1 hour and we're still moving on. God bless you. God bless you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. Wow. Wow. How do we celebrate this? I mean, we need to celebrate this so much, you know? Wow. So, from what I've shared so far, I hope you glean some knowledge, you know, things that you can go and impute in your own business. You don't have to repeat these mistakes for you to learn. You can actually learn from other people's stories, okay? So, one point I made that I've not even bothered to talk about is actually looking to your best sellers and how you can reach new customers. So now, well, I've talked about it, I shared the story anyways. You know, I've shared the story. The story I shared is that of my friend and client who ran over 300,000 naira worth of adverts, you know, only to discover that the kind of audience that are coming from Facebook and Instagram ads are best suited for their ready to wear ham and not their bespoke arm. And then we figured out, okay, what if we use referral as another approach to reach more people? Okay, referrals to reach more people. So it's in line with what I said, right? Now, the beautiful thing is that this friend of mine, his brand isn't going to be reaching out to the existing customers to give them introductions to at least 3 referrals so as to produce all the products they sell. No, rather, they are going to focus on the products they've noticed that their existing customers are always coming to buy again and again and again. So, in their case, Kaftan is the best seller, which means they get orders every other day for Kaftans. So, they're going to reach out to the existing customers to give them referrals and then promote the Kaftan designs they have to the contacts that will be given to them. Okay, can you see how it works? Please don't go promoting your new products. Let's say you're coming up with some new designs or some new types of products. Don't go promoting them to potentially new customers. Rather, take your best sellers to potentially new customers. And when you go into new customers, go with a higher price than the existing price that you're working with. That's my own advice. But if you want to maintain the old price, fine, provided you're able to keep down the costs. Yeah? Okay. So when you go this route that I just shared with you, the beautiful thing is this: your income will improve. It will improve. Okay, so that being said, let me run through the 2 other points that I've listed here. And one of them is this: please do not put pressure on only one source of income. So if you're a fashion designer here and you want to increase your prices because you figure like, oh, if I increase my prices, I will be able to, earn more. And then you now or arbitrarily increase your price without considering your customers. It may lead to decline in your sales, and decline in sales will affect your business negatively. You can't escape that. Okay, rather than put pressure, especially when your business is the one paying your bills. If you're in that kind of situation, especially those self-employed, those that are self-employed, right? Your business is putting you is the only one that is paying your bills, both personal and for the business, right? Don't put pressure on your business. Rather than just increasing your price, for instance, maybe you should start a side hustle, something else that can help you to pay your bill while you gradually grow your business. Now, this applies to those of us that don't have any choice than to increase our prices right now. And whether you increase it small by small measure or by big measure, you know your customers, some of them are going to leave. Then if that is your situation, you should make provision. Make provision, okay, to absorb the shock and the loss of revenue. So before you increase your price, make room for provision. Don't be like the Nigerian government that passes new laws without considering the impact on the economy, on the populace. Don't. I mean, the same way you scream at the government for being insensitive, that's the same way your customers will scream at you as being insensitive and they'll leave you. You don't want that to happen to you, do you? You don't. So if you want to have to increase your price, make provision. What else can I do to pay my bills in the meantime while I work on my pricing? Okay, that's what you do. Now, another thing I would like you to please note is this: if you want to price yourself to the new level in your business, for you to expand, for you to grow big, remember, it does not have to be by increasing pricing alone. It can also be by reducing costs so that your profit can still increase. And don't forget, at the end of the day, it is your profit margin that is the winner. You want your profit margin to be steady or higher. You don't want it to drop, all in the name of increasing your pricing or maintaining your prices. Now, once you have that squared away, then you can look to how to expand your marketing network. That's very essential. Okay, if you've been selling to the same set of people again and again and again and again, they will get bored after a while. Yes, you will lose your shine in their presence, and for a while they will not consider you. They will be looking for new thrill, something new that is thrilling. Okay, it's happened to me. I remember there's a strategy we've used which is called DM marketing. DM marketing means we're sending personal messages to potential customers within our customer base, right? Or our marketing list. That means the marketing list means the contacts of people that you have who fit into your target audience and need what you're selling. And then for a month, we send them messages, we got a lot of sales. Another month, we send them messages, we got a lot of sales. Recently, we send them messages, we didn't get any sale. But it meant that we have overused that particular strategy. Okay? And then another thing that dawned on us is that we need to reach new people. We need to reach more people outside of those that know us presently. And then we're at the drawing board coming up with new strategies to expand. So you may see me not reaching out too often to my existing customer base and my existing marketing list, right? Contacts of people that I have for the next, say, 3 months. And all I do is only invite them to come for YouTube lives, let's enjoy it together. Let's learn the business of fashion, and let's learn how to grow our businesses and scale and what have you. We may decide to do that, right? But the honest truth of the matter is that while we are busy doing these YouTube lives, I'm not pitching, oh, buy this, buy that, right? They forget that I am selling, but they don't forget me. They don't forget our brand. Any day, anytime, at any day, at any time, when they need what I am doing, because they are tuned to attending YouTube lives, Telegram live, end of the month live party online and what have you, my name is what keeps coming to mind. When they come across their friends, their colleagues, associates who need coaching in the business of fashion, even though they are not buying from me, they will just remember and say, talk to Laoye Curtis. This is his contact. Can you see how it works? So the people that are buying from you consistently for now, it's not always a good thing to be messaging them every now and then to get them to buy. You can switch from telling them, oh, we got new arrivals, we got new this, to telling them to please give you referrals, to telling them to help you share your product on their status, help you share, and giving them some crazy gifts to appreciate them. And you'll be blown away because they are not buying in the meantime, but they are telling others about you. Okay, so every customer that you have, my point is this, they have two purposes. Okay, every customer you have two purposes that they are fulfilling in your life. Okay, now the first of them is to buy, and the second is to get other people to buy. Okay, so they buy and they tell others. Or probably, yeah, I think tell others would have been a better way to say it. Okay, now, but I'm looking at it from telling others so they can buy from you. Those are the two things they're doing for you. Oh, Madam Simstress says this is very good information. Oh, the one I shared earlier, right? And timely too. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. EasyBD, thank you for your blessing on me. I say amen to that. Thank you, my sister. Okay, so with this point that I've shared with you, right, I think I need to be wrapping things up. So where I'm going to be wrapping things up for today is this. Look at where you are right now and look at where you want to be in your pricing game. Then start making a plan. Okay, what that means is this: where you are right now in terms of the amount that you charge for your products, right? The price that you charge for your products, look at it right now. And then look into the future. And when you look into the future, it doesn't cost you anything. What I'm saying is use your imagination. Use your imagination, okay? To picture the future. And when I say the future, I'm talking about next year, which is already around the corner, the next 12 months. Picture the next 2 years. Picture the next 3 years. How much would you love to be charging in the nearest future? So can you give me some estimates in the comments? As we're closing out tonight, can you give me some estimates in the comments? How much would you love to be charging in the future? So do me a favor, in the comments, try this out. Tell me how much you're charging on average right now. So you just say, on average, I'm charging this right now. In the future, I desire to be charging this. I remember when I used to charge 50,000 naira, per month for coaching. Yeah, which was many years ago. 50,000, I think it was 2017. Yeah, 50,000 naira for coaching, one-on-one coaching, per month. And then I remember the time I desired that I want to be charging a million naira per coaching. Okay, I realized that the timeline that I needed, that I dreamt of to be charging, right, was too long. I should have imagined me doing it in 2 years. I think it happened for me in about 5 years or so. From 2017 to 2022. And I realized that what limited me was my mind. But the moment I thought about it and started desiring it, started talking about it, somebody popped up on my timeline. 2 people popped up on my timeline actually, and then they were like, oh, can you coach me one-on-one for 6 months to 1 year? I'm like, oh, will you be willing to pay $1 million naira or $3,000? And the person went for $1 million naira, and boom, that was how things changed for me, and I was blown away. We came up with a payment plan, 250k per month, and the lady paid in 4 months. And I'm like, oops, I just got $1 million naira in sales from one customer, and then a second, and then my eyes opened like, oh, this is possible. That's why I'm asking you now too. So Kamiluddin, thank you, sir. You said on average 2,500 for now, but you're looking at charging 50,000 naira next year. My dear, it's more than possible for you. It is more than possible for you, whatever the amount you are looking at. Can others share with me in the comments? I can see a few people, are here with us live. Would you mind sharing where you are on average Tell us on average I make this amount. So you could say on average 25,000, in 2025 50,000, 100,000. Let us know. Let us know. That is how you will be able to really spin this thing around, and you'll be amazed at the turnaround that would happen for you. Back in 2020, I think 2021, was it 2021? No, 2022. I was telling members of my coaching community that the word for the year that I picked to help them grow is as far as your eyes can see. I mean, it's there in the Bible. Yeah, somewhere in Genesis when God told Abraham to stand out in the night and look to the sky and count the stars. And God told him, as far as your eyes can see, I will give to you. So what's limiting you from seeing further than where you are right now? So the pricing that you charge right now is a stepping stone to the higher level. Okay? The pricing that you charge right now is a stepping stone to the higher level. Don't ever increase your pricing because of increase in cost of raw material. You are playing a losing game if you do that. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Don't ever consider increasing your pricing. Okay? I need to write that down. Oh boy, a lot of nuggets falling out, dropping this evening. Increasing your pricing, okay, because of raw material costs. What do you do instead? Increase your pricing based on the value you can give. Okay? Rather, increase your pricing based on the value, okay, you can give. Remember, I told you, you are an image consultant. You are in the business of helping your target audience, your customers, to look the way they dream of. Okay? The way they dream themselves to look like. How they want to be respected. How they want to be portrayed. How they want the world to see them. That is what you're billing them for. Because they can get clothing from anywhere. And that is what marks luxury brands and separates them from regular brands. Now, if you are into any other type of business other than clothes business, clothes making, please apply these principles I've shared to that business. Okay, if you're into fabric selling, for example, if you're into fabric selling, remember you're not producing anything, so you can't do the double your cost of production thing. You didn't produce, you are a middleman trying to sell. Okay, so what you should do therefore is ensure that the price that you are selling is fit for the pocket size of your customers. Okay, that's how it works. Yep. So our EasyBD says the current price is 75, future average price is 20k. Beautiful. You can always increase that. You can always increase. Don't let it be subject to any situation. Okay. If you want it, you can have it. One of my business students, right? She's in Port Harcourt right now, and she's doing absolutely well. When she started coaching with me back in 2021, she was doing about 500,000 naira a month on average. She was into fashion training, into ready to wear, right? And then, yeah, and bespoke tailoring. But she wanted to go into fabric selling. So I remember when she was having a one-on-one session with me concerning her ready-to-wear business and how she would scale her ready-to-wear business. She was like, she had spent money before and she lost all her money. I mean, we're talking about almost $1 million to start ready-to-wear business that did not yield sales. And then I had to be guiding her on how to start all over again. And she said, Coach, I've got fabric that I've been buying and stocking up for years that I've not even used. And then she says she doesn't know what to do with them. And I said, ma'am, there are a lot of fashion entrepreneurs out there that are looking for fabric, quality fabric. They don't know where to get it. Why don't you start selling? And that's how she birthed our fabric selling business back in 2021. I remember asking her the same question I'm asking you today. how much do you like to be earning in the next 3 years? And she told me, Coach, I would like to be earning in the next 3 to 5 years. Yeah, about 200 million a year. And I said it is possible, but start with aiming for 20 million. Last year she aimed for 20 million. Never. By the end of the year, she had crossed 36 million. That's what she did in 1 year. That is from starting a business with surplus fabric that she did not know what to do with, which was just tying down her money. And today she averages about 7 million to 8 million per month in her selling fabric. She had to drop her ready to wear business. She had, I think she's still doing ready to wear on the side, but she has stopped her training business. She said she would have to start that probably 2024 or 2025. The training business out. Bespoke, she had stopped bespoke tailoring completely. Ready to wear, because she does fabrics, right? Naturally, she has the fabric, right? She can pick them to make ready to wear. So I think she's still doing the ready to wear alongside the fabric business, and she's doing 8 figures. She's going to 9 figures now, right? But then we had that conversation. Where are you now? Where do you want to be? That's the same thing I'm asking you. There's one of my other clients in New Jersey. I remember when I asked her, where are you now? Where do you want to be? She was averaging about $1,500 a month. I said she wants to do 200, up to $10,000 per month. And then I asked her, that was last year. She's also, these two people I'm telling you, they are in my millionaires club. They paid 1 million naira for 1 year coaching, right? So when we had the one-on-one session, and I asked her, okay, how much do you charge on average for the clothes you make? She said, oh, I do them around $200 to $250 for one dress. I'm like, bespoke tailoring, one dress, $200 to $250. And I'm like, ma'am, are you serious? I said, and I told her, do you know it is the same effort that you will put in to making a dress that you price at $200? It is the same effort you will put into the same dress if you were selling it for $2,000. That's what I told her. That was 2022. This 2022 story I'm telling you guys, okay? And she met me when I was running classes on Clubhouse, okay, through a mutual friend of ours. And then when I told her, do you know it's the same effort? And I said, the only difference is that the marketing you will put in, right? Even the marketing is the same. But the thing is, your mind is what is limiting you. So the next set of customers that came our way, she charged $2,000. And she said she was shocked when they were willing to pay. For some, she negotiated and they were able to pay $1,800. For some, they were paying $2,000. Then she upped her game to $2,500. And she found people that were buying. I said, Coach, all I need to do is just 4 dresses in a month, and I'll be doing $10,000. And then the others started getting more than 4 dresses at $2,500, especially when it was prom night period, Thanksgiving period, when it was Independence Day in the US and what have you. So she figured like, Coach, I need more hands to help me with the sewing, but I cannot catch up again. And I told her, I said, you know what? You need to get tailors. Getting Hispanics, getting Africans was difficult for her. So we had to sit at the round table again and say, oh, what else can you do? And then she said, oh, she can tie gele. Tying gele is head wraps for party wears, And then I said, okay, fine. Why don't you talk to the people that connect you with brides and all of those people that you make clothing for, and tell them you can do gele tying. As I'm talking to you right now, she clocks about $6,000 to $8,000 from tying head wraps for parties, Thursdays through Saturdays in the US right now. Tying head wraps doesn't cost her anything, just to do some martial arts with her hands, and boom, she's doing very well. Okay, because she had her mind programmed to be expecting that she can move from $200 to $2,000, $2,500 per dress, and then averaging just 4 to 5 customers in a month, she will be doing $10,000 that she desired. When she could not meet up because of lack of human resources, and she had to look for something else to fill in the gap, head wrap tying came to the rescue, and she was able to charge, say, $100 or what have you, $50, and before you know it, boom, she's still clocking the money that she was doing before. So guys, do not limit yourself, okay? Gary Sartorius says on average, fashion training is 100K, but in the future she's looking at 200 to 500,000. You get there. I mean, you've seen Vicky James, what she's doing. You definitely get there. So, in closing, guys, whatever price that you desire to charge in the future, you need to look like the person that can achieve it. There must be someone out there that's already doing that price. Go and research whoever that person is. Get online on Instagram, on Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. Go search for people who are already doing the price that you desire to charge in the future. Once you find them, settle down on their social media pages and study them. Study them. Success is a process, okay? You can learn it from someone who's already succeeding. If you want to fast track, then you can get a coach to help you fast track your journey. Remember, you are in a journey or in a journey of transformation from who you are to who you desire to be. So if currently you're charging 50K for your dresses and tomorrow you want to be charging 500K for your dresses in the nearest future, say in 2 years time or a year's time, you need to become like the persons that are already selling at that price. If you don't experience that transformation, if you don't make that transition, you will not get there. Okay? You are charging 5K for now, but you want to be charging 50K by next year. You need to learn what the people that are charging 5K are already doing that's bringing them results. You need to learn it. When you learn it and you apply it, you get results. That is the essence of getting a coach, to help you sharpen your skills and fast track your progress. I hope you've learned from everything that we've shared tonight, right? I hope you've learned tonight. You want to talk to me on WhatsApp? Feel free to chat me up on WhatsApp. My number is 09095859489. Thank you so much for making our time to be here. I've exhausted the 1 hour 30 minutes slot we have. We're just about 3 minutes to go. So rather than taking questions, why don't you chat me up on WhatsApp, send me your questions, and I'll gladly respond to you. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to see you next week when we continue the conversation. Next year has got to be a great year for you, okay? By the special grace of God. Have a lovely, lovely night rest. Bye for now. Thank you, Silky Blossom Fashion. Thank you, Easy BD. Thank you, everybody. Bye for now.